This is where everything turns.
Here's the deal. I have a meeting the moment I step out of this car.
I'm absolutely going the wrong way, by the way.
You're taking a left.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Havin A. I'm Patrick McDonald. This is a podcast where I pick up some of my friends and we go have ourselves a day. We have ourselves a little bit of a fun time. It's a hang, it's a chill vibe, and you are along for the ride with us. Today, I'm picking up one of my favorite people. I say that every week, but would you believe that all of these people are my favorite people? Only good people get in this car. That's my goal. That's my dream. And this is the best of the best. You know her from SMOSH. You might know her from this exact channel. A little short film I did called I Live in Your House. She is one of the sweetest, most genuine, most caring, most deeply feeling, and most wonderful to be around people. She is an artist that is an inspiration to me. She is a role model of a person in the way she carries herself and treats the people around her. I couldn't say enough wonderful things around her, and I'm so lucky to know her. It's going to be a very slow and easy drive today because she does have precious cargo on board, which I'm sure we all know about. But please, welcome to the RAV4, Amanda Lehan-Canto. Hi, everybody. Whoa. Welcome to the RAV4. This is Amanda Lehan-Canto. How are you?
I have a microphone in a car.
She has a microphone in a car.
Oh, is this
We're
like
doing
car
it.
karaoke?
It's like, yeah, do you want to sing a song?
No.
How are you? How's it going?
I am so good. I am in your car.
You're in my car. We're
I've
hanging
got my
out.
compression socks on.
Yes. So let's talk about it. You are pregnant.
I am pregnant. Let me tell you, compression socks was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
So these go up to the knee, huh?
These go up to the knee. And let me just say one thing. I thought that they were sexy. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
they're like knee level, high socks. But
Yeah.
apparently no one else thinks they're sexy. Not a single person.
Nobody thinks they're sexy?
No
Well-
one finds them sexy. I'll wear them to work and I'm like, don't ask about these. They're my
Okay.
compression socks.
okay,
And they're
hold on
like,
a minute.
Yeah, I didn't know what those old grandma socks were.
Amanda, you can't be walking into work being like, don't you think this is sexy?
Yeah.
Aren't I sexy?
You know what? I tell them what they need to think, okay?
Okay, you can do that. You're more than welcome to.
Someone
That's
gave me a Mother's Day gift at work, which was so sweet. And they didn't want to give it to me in person because they were kind of embarrassed. And then I forced them to hug me after.
fine.
And you know what? You know what's cool with aging?
What?
In a
hear it.
graceful way.
Let's hear it. Graceful aging. Let's get into it. You have your tight five right now.
Here's my type 5. Hey Chicago.
What's up, Chicago?
You realize these things that you do that you think are fun and sweet are actually forceful, and people aren't always into hugs. And you know
No,
what?
hold on a
I
minute.
don't ask their permission.
So hold on a minute, and we're gonna get right into it. Look,
Let's get into it.
I would say, I don't know how this is gonna come out, but these are the words that I'm thinking.
Oh, no.
I think you have the best body for hugging of all time.
You know what?
I don't know if
I
that's
love
okay to
you.
say. You know what I mean?
It's very okay.
It feels
to say.
wonderful to get a hug from you, and everybody deserves a hug from you.
Thank you.
Not everyone deserves a hug from you.
And that is actually. I'm so glad we backtracked on that.
The Unabomber does not deserve a hug from you.
No. Random guy in the street who's like, "Are you Amanda from SMOSH?"
Just for the record, you're not entitled to a hug.
One guy trust falled into me once.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
He was a fan. It was a long time ago. He was a fan. He was like, "Oh, Amanda from SMOSH," and then he trust falled into me.
Did he spin around and fall
Nope,
back?
he
He
fell
fell straight forward.
Straight trust fall forward.
Wait. I've never heard that. Somebody trust falled into you?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing, and he did it. And you know what? I love giving hugs.
Oh, wow.
So much.
Also, just a heads
Oh,
up.
there's
So
a
if you want to
car.
film anything while you're here, we love to have Amanda Cam. If you want to film anything on your phone, and I'll get footage
Wait,
later.
are you joking?
No, feel free.
I
feel
feel really.
free.
So there's a car.
There's a car.
that's
Film it. Film
supposed
it. We're about to lose it.
No, she's looking at me in the eye.
No,
I
it's-
can't do it. No.
Oh,
no.
they're filming
No,
us.
did
Oh,
you
they
see
were
that?
staring at us.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Well, I have a microphone.
We had a high profile. She was like, do not film this.
I know, and I was about to be like, also,
Yeah.
you probably can't see this.
Oh, what does it say?
So this is an awesome sticker. It's Keith Morrison from Dateline.
Of course.
And it was a beautiful day. Or was it?
It was a beautiful day. Or was it?
Wait, Amanda Cam, really?
Amanda Kim, yeah. So what we just passed, by the way, because we didn't explain it, we just reacted to it. There was a car parked at the exit
of a highway. Which
and
sucks for everyone else.
sucks for everyone. And it's the reason I was almost late today, for the record. I'm realizing.
My God.
But anyways, I did want to talk about, I think you should be proud of your hugs. I understand you can always ask people if they want to hug you.
Yeah,
but just,
I don't know if I will. I'll just
you
do
don't
it.
have to.
But you're
You don't
right.
have to.
You're right. You know what? You can't assume that everyone wants to be touched. And that was a big realization for me as I got older. I was like, oh my God. But you can tell when you hug them.
Yeah.
They recoil.
Yeah, for sure.
But most people, when I hug them, it's like, I've started to be better.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about this? How
Yeah.
many different types of hugs in the world do you think there are? Because
Hundreds,
you think there's
Patrick.
hundreds of hugs? Hundreds of hugs, our new podcast.
Patty,
where we explore every hug in the world.
Patty, can I call you Patty?
You can call me Patty.
There's so many hugs out there, Patty. Patty
Oh
cakes.
my God.
I don't know what happened. Listen, there's so many hugs out there in the world, and thanks so much for joining our podcast. How many hugs are there, and have you gotten one of each type?
Welcome to Hundreds of Hugs. Hug 99, your physical therapist.
Oh my God.
Your physical therapist hugs you in a very specific way.
That's actually a real thing. Do you hug people after they give you a massage, a manicure, a facial,
You?
iced coffee at the coffee shop?
No.
Do we tip anymore, or do we just hug?
We don't.
Serious
We don't.
question.
Hold on a
Who is
minute.
right to hug?
Who's right to hug?
Now, if you're paying someone for a service, I don't think that you need to hug them. You shouldn't.
Okay.
But you know that feeling after someone massages your body and it feels so good,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Thank you so much," and they're like, "Thank you so much."
Well, I want to talk about this. I keep saying that phrase today too. Like it's clear I want to
it's
talk.
clear you're like starting a
I
podcast.
have statements.
Hey, and I want to talk about that. Let's circle back to that.
So I was on a date once where we
Get out of here, juicy.
Yeah, and that's it. And that was a massage. It was a massage date. So
Oh,
we were going to get a
no.
massage. Did I tell you about this? But we were in separate
No.
rooms.
Oh, you guys were doing a couples massage, but separate.
No, it wasn't a couples massage. He just had a gift certificate to a massage envy or something.
I see.
And so I decided to go with him.
Yes.
And we were in separate rooms, and I came back, and I was like, they were like, he was like, how was it? It was really nice for me. I was like, well, did you take your shirt off? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, he didn't tell me to take my shirt off. So
Patrick,
so this man gave me a massage with my shirt on, and it was a disaster.
Well,
and it was
of
awful, and
course.
it ruined my shirt.
Well, I hope he didn't do oils.
No, he didn't do oil.
Could you imagine?
Covered
If he
in
was like,
oil for the rest of the date. We're at fucking Granville or something, and I'm just like covered in oil.
And you are sopping wet, but it's just oils.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the thing, Patrick.
What's up?
Here's the deal. He probably thought you didn't want your shirt off.
I mean, I'm sure I look deeply uncomfortable. I very rarely get massages.
Oh no, you have to take your shirt off.
Next time I'm gonna take my shirt off when I walk in the lobby. I'm not bringing it from the car.
Oh no. You're going to get kicked out immediately. Did your date just take, so this is what your date did. He just took off his shirt, assuming, because that's what you do.
Well, he had a great time. He took it off. I mean, we weren't in the same room. We were in completely separate rooms.
You were waiting for this man to say, take your shirt off.
This was a second date. Yeah, the massage therapist did not tell me to take my shirt off.
And that's when you don't give him a hug after,
No.
because he wasn't.
He doesn't give me a hug.
I will say, I
He
don't
won't
know.
hug me either. I'm covered in oil on my shirt.
Yeah, literally. You have to
Yeah, I don't know.
burn that shirt. That's
don't know.
unfortunate.
It was a huge bummer.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing where you kind of just have to like do it.
Yeah, you kind of do.
But I will say, speaking of massages, I got a foot massage. I got a foot massage a long time ago. And I, being me, stripped down
No way.
ass naked.
What?
I'm actually not making this up.
Wait,
This is
I'm
not for
gonna find
content.
this. Okay.
I stripped down ass naked, and my husband is in the next clothed room, so it's just like a cloth. I'm talking, I only got a foot massage, but I've never gotten a foot massage before. And so I stripped down ass naked, and the towel was very tiny, and I was like, It's a very tiny towel. And I put on the tiny towel. I put my feet up, and the woman was like,
I can't.
and she laughed twice. And I was like, something's awry.
I can't even breathe.
And she comes back and she's like, so, okay, all right. Okay. We'll put this towel here so you're covered. And I was like, covered? Okay. And my husband pulled over the thing. He's like, did you get naked? And I was like, yes, it's a massage. And he's like, no, it's just a foot massage. You keep on all your clothes. You just roll up your pants.
You just sitting there smoking a cigarette
I literally
naked.
was like, do your worst.
Get the tootsies. Make sure to get those tootsies real nice,
Make sure to
please.
get those tootsies. I've stripped.
Oh my God, that's the funniest thing in the world.
And I didn't put the clothes back on because there was no time.
So you sat there naked,
ass naked.
Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and like your feet's up.
Oh my God,
your feetsies are up.
Yeah, of course.
And the towel was tiny.
Open.
Of course it was. It wasn't meant for your whole body.
They don't have big towels at a foot massage place.
No, there's no towels that fit me ever. They're always barely hanging on for dear life.
Oh my God.
When I get a massage. Everyone's like, I want to be tall like you. I'm like, okay, well, it's awesome, but here are the cons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your towels don't fit.
I've realized we haven't even said where we're going today.
And oh my God, yeah, we're parked.
Very simple day today. We're getting tacos.
Yeah, we're getting
That's
tacos.
all we're doing.
That's it.
We both are in the middle of a lunch break.
Yeah, oh my God, you're on your lunch break too?
I'm on a lunch break too. I'm in the middle of a writing deadline, and I feel like I'm right in the middle of the script. I have to finish the script in like 2 days, and it's a rewrite of a full pilot. And I realized I left it's like I left my characters. It's like they're all waiting. They're like their reservation for the table is up, but they can't be seated until everyone's there. They're all hungry, and I'm hanging out, and they're just like, hey,
and they're like,
we have to get on with our lives.
When is he going to be back?
I have like responsibility to them, and I feel really
I would
bad.
watch that movie of like the characters who are in the middle. I know they already kind of did this with Will Ferrell, but like the characters who are in the middle of the author writing their story, and they're like in the middle of like a fight scene.
Yes.
And they're just waiting for you to get back. And they talk so much shit about you.
And they're talking, they hate me.
They roast you.
My characters hate you, by the way. And I don't like them very much either.
Well,
this is a bad script.
That's why they hate you.
Okay, no, I do love them, actually.
No, I know you love them. You probably sleep about them.
I sleep about them.
Hello?
I sleep about them. No, it's wild. You have characters like that too. You live with characters.
I live with
and
characters.
Do you have people that wake you up in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah.
Any characters like that?
If I am in the middle of writing something or thinking about a character or doing like a one-woman show or something, I genuinely cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I'm up all night. I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about the character. I'm thinking about what the character would say. When I'm talking to people I know, I'm thinking how my character would respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
I get so deep.
It's so crazy.
I can understand why people go method.
So you can just allow it to be it.
I kind of have to go method like before we start filming, but like you never want to go too method.
No, because it's also annoying. It's like, what are you doing?
But then when you're writing them, okay, when you're writing your characters, do you see yourself as every single one of your characters, or do you see yourself meeting them? Like you don't become them.
So there's a moment where all of my characters basically experience something I've experienced, and then I usually write it around that. It's like my way in, where I'm like, oh, this is how I relate to that character, or this is a part of me. It used to be every single person in this play is a version of me, but then the reason I fell so in love with writing is because I realized there's so many people that are more adept in their craft or more different in what they do, so vastly different, and they're so good at what they do, maybe better than I am, or just so different than I am, that I can interact with them in this beautiful brain space by creating something for them that I would never do. Like stuff we've done together.
Right.
Like when I got to write for Sarah Christ with you and stuff like that. My dream.
And I live in your house.
I live in your house. Our short film, which is on this channel, you can go watch.
And you don't.
But you're amazing.
Exactly.
I just described in my intro, you're very much a muse. You're very much you're somebody that I love to write for, because I feel like you wear my words well, you know, and it means so much to me because you're so talented.
I appreciate that.
No, it's true.
That means a lot to me, because every little detail that someone writes, I take in. Like, I'm like, oh, they said that specifically because this is a specific way that this character would do something. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
It's to like start from ground zero intro,
amazing.
chatting with you. And remember we had this whole talk before we did I Live in Your House about your script?
We had a rehearsal.
And it was like, but it was like getting into the minds of your character.
Yeah.
And my character, and how after I read the script, I was like, wait, let me like get a vibe of your character, because I also wanted to understand what my person was thinking about when they met you.
Right.
And you didn't give everything away too, which was great as we were rehearsing.
You had your choice and I had my choice on what was real about it, which was really, really fun. And it's so cool. I can't believe it's almost, I think it's almost exactly 2 years to this date that we released it.
Stop.
Which is so,
That's fucked up.
or shot it and then released it last year. Yeah.
Remember these?
Yeah. And my heroes, remember these?
Yeah, I remember those tendrils.
Wait, before we get lunch, because there's so much to discuss.
Yes.
I had a little segment I wanted to do, a surprise for you.
Okay.
And I don't know, how are you with like pregnancy? How is it? Cravings and stuff like that. Do you have weird cravings?
Cravings? So I will say the cravings have been pretty chill lately.
Okay.
They were like psychotic in the beginning.
Wow.
But not like fast food or anything.
Okay, what was it?
Like fruit, broth, juice.
Broth.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I need broth.
I was like a big Russian man. I'm married to one, but like also like I wanted fucking bowls of broth.
That's so.
Didn't need to have anything in there. Just soup, pho.
Oh my God.
But now it's like Greek yogurt ice cream.
Okay.
Still fruit, cheese. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Well, I saw something on TikTok I wanted to try, and I wanted to try it with you, essentially because if I ate it alone, it would be weird. But
would it?
Yeah. Well, you'll tell me what it is.
Just call it character study. That's the thing.
Okay, here we go.
That's what's cool.
This is my cooler.
Okay.
So this segment this is a new segment called CAR-CUTERIE. Okay.
Say that slower.
CAR-CUTERIE.
CAR-CUTERIE. Hey,
So
it's me, Patty.
this. So hey, and I have a couple options.
Oh my
here.
God.
So here's a plate.
Just rip those plates out of
Yeah,
there.
here's a plate. Hold this for me.
Okay.
So we're gonna try this. Okay, so I have some crackers.
Oh my gosh.
I brought
Open
some
nature.
brie. Okay.
We love.
And what we're gonna pair with brie is what I saw on TikTok, and I have a couple other options.
We love.
Nerds gummy clusters.
Ew.
I saw on TikTok that somebody said this tastes really good
so
together.
gross.
Somebody
I
said,
can't wait.
Someone said this tastes really good together. So I wanted to try it with you.
Wait, they're putting the nerds in the cheese?
In the brie. They said nerds and brie, which makes sense to me because of the fruit and brie.
Can we really trust TikTok?
No, of course we can't. But I really wanted to try this because I think nerds gummy clusters. No, I'm good.
It's like a server on his first day over here.
Hey, please.
Okay, so you saw this on TikTok, and they said what?
They said it just pairs really well.
How's the cheese? Is it pasteurized?
Yeah.
That matters.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay,
we're
thank
good to go.
Oof, what a risk.
So they said...
If I was the only one eating this and you watched it, that would make me so sad.
I would love it. So on this TikTok, they said...
They said it tastes really good. And I believe it because, fruit like cranberry and stuff like that.
I
Fruit
love
and
brie.
Brie is so good.
I love cheese so much. And the only thing you can't really have is like, you can't have unpasteurized or raw cheese, which is kind of fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can't have, but
I don't even
specifically
need
cheese.
that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Okay.
So what was the type of person who was eating
I
this
honestly
on
don't
TikTok?
even remember his face. I just saw it in the middle of the night and I said, I have to try that. Because Nerds Gummy Clusters, I believe, are the most elite gummy that has ever been made.
I don't think I've ever
like
had them. Here's the
Really?
thing. I used to have Nerd Ropes.
Okay. Wow, look at this.
Oh my
Isn't this
God.
gorgeous? And
Can I have one on its own?
Yeah,
Here,
have
wait.
one on your own
Let's
so you
show.
can try it. There's no one doing it like Nerd Gummy Clusters in any way.
See this, you guys? This feels very Willy Wonka to me.
It is very Willy Wonka. It's good, right?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Because it's a crunch. And the secret to it is the crunch is an aggregate, right? There's like softness in the middle of it, and it's not a hard shell. You know what I mean? It's like a bunch of little things.
I know exactly why they said this is going to be good.
With brie, right?
It tastes like cranberries and nuts.
I think so. So I'm gonna just cut some brie around.
Let me get my Amanda cam so you guys can really, get a glimpse of
Get a really good glimpse of this.
So this is Amanda's cam. This is Patrick's fancy TikTok dish that he's making me. I will say I feel like I just got picked up by a trucker and we're headed to a campsite that I never agreed to.
I hate you. Campsite I never agreed to. I did not consent to this campsite.
Or I'm trying to get a ride somewhere and my mom's like, well, your uncle's going there anyways and he'll drive you. And I'm like, oh, great. Hey, Uncle Pat.
So are crackers too much?
No, crackers are perfect.
Okay, I don't know if you'd use a cracker. And I did also, I went a little overboard because I can't buy anything normal. Just in case, if we try, those are good. I tried Skittles. I got Skittles and Swedish Fish.
Oh my God, you're psychotic.
So I'm going to put some out here. And this is the CAR-CUTERIE.
Guys, don't try this at home, but also this could be a movie snack. You just have to get prepared before you get into the movie.
We're a fun freaking Martha's Vineyard movie snack. Brie and Swedish Fish, darling.
Oh my God, you just said Martha's Vineyard. Y'all know how much I love these Coast.
Oh my gosh, we have to talk about that because you gave me some recommendations recently.
Oh my God.
When I was at East Coast, Epic Oyster in Falmouth.
Yes,
one of the best restaurants I've ever been
I did.
to.
I did.
Okay, so this is actually pathetic and sad and weird that I did
Oh my God.
I'm a grown man. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to...
Shall we show the camera? Although you guys get to see it on Amanda Cam.
Yeah, check out Amanda Cam for
Look,
exclusive.
we're grown-ass adults, but we're young at heart forever.
But this is me shamelessly exploiting a pregnant woman and saying that I don't have cravings. I just want to use this. So I think I'm just going to like...
Yeah, shove it in the brie.
Should I put it on the cracker?
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I need a knife.
So I'm going to take cracker.
Okay,
I'm going to take cheese.
Take cheese.
Here's the thing. Whenever there's a pregnant woman around, people always go, oh, cravings. And then they do whatever they want to.
You're my hall pass.
They eat whatever they want.
You're my food hall pass. I know.
Because I'm my own food hall pass.
I've been eating like a pregnant woman. I was going to say I've been eating a pregnant woman. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, are you going to try it?
Cheers.
Just one? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start with one. Are you crazy?
Bottoms up, dude.
Bottoms up, guys. This is from TikTok. Okay.
That's actually really good.
It's actually really, really
There's like
good.
it actually makes the Nerds Gummy Cluster really subtle. It like mutes the flavor in a really interesting way.
This is exactly what I thought. It tastes like it tastes like cranberries.
It does.
It tastes like there's some jam and cranberries in there.
It does. And it's not overpowering in a crazy way.
Now, is this like illegal to put on a cheese board?
I don't think so. Put him in the corner, I say.
I say, put him in the candy corner.
Put him in the candy. Put a little candy corner on your brie. This is CAR-CUTERIE, folks.
Oh my God. Actually,
I'm making you another cheese.
You're making me another cheese? Great. So I don't have to do anything.
Okay.
CAR-CUTERIE is such a fun name.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
CAR-CUTE for short.
CAR-CUTE. Yeah, if you really are in a pinch, you need to get rid of 2 syllables.
If you are in a pinch, CAR-CUTE works.
Are you going to do a gummy cluster
way
again?
Too big.
That's too big.
I'm going to do a gummy cluster again.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try 2. I'm going to see if I can get a stronger flavor.
So let me ask, they only did gummy clusters from
They
Nerds?
only did that. They only suggested Nerds Gummy Clusters. And so that's what I'm going to try 3 here.
Dude, it's actually fucking good.
I'm blown away.
Why?
But look. Like what's crazy about it is it becomes one flavor.
Yeah, it does.
You think that it's going to be, because a gummy cluster itself has multiple flavors.
I know. It tastes like cranberries and nuts.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, what the hell?
Wait, I'm blown away.
Dude.
This is crazy. Do you want another cracker? We have to go eat lunch.
Yeah, we have to go eat lunch.
Maybe we're just really hungry.
I don't want to spoil my lunch, so I'm going to take a Swedish Fish.
Okay, I'm going to try a Swedish Fish on a cracker.
What are your favorite movie snacks? Do you get comments on this video?
Yeah. Okay, Swedish Fish and cheese not go.
No, not a fan. Do you know that ever since I was little, my mom said, if you have fish, you should never put cheese on it.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Like, you know how sometimes you'll have like pasta with clams?
Yeah.
You should never have
like Alfredo?
Cheese. Yeah.
My mom hates tuna melts.
I hate tuna.
Tuna and cheese. You hate tuna in general?
I hate tuna melts.
I like a tuna sandwich.
Nope.
If the bread is toasted, but the tuna's cold, and there's avocado, and there's hot sauce.
The only thing I don't like in this world, I think,
is tuna.
Tuna and cottage cheese.
Oh, I don't like cottage cheese very much.
And Kalamata olives.
And I don't like pot roast either. I don't like when it kind of peels apart easily.
Oh, you don't like home cook?
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
No, I love crock-pot stuff. It's just something about the way that it kind of
Mhm.
easily separates.
Yeah.
That I'm like, that's
Yuck.
meat. It shouldn't do that. It should stay strong, you know?
I understand that.
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
But yeah, speaking of fish with cheese, you went to Falmouth.
Yes.
I gave you a bunch of recommendations
Oh
of my
my
favorite
gosh.
places, and you actually went to like all of them.
I did.
I was so happy.
I love recommendations for places and I love following things. I think I'm a sucker because if somebody loves something, I will also love it. And if I know you love it, I'm not someone that goes like, I'll be the judge of that. I'm like, I trust you implicitly that you're gonna, but you
It's
sent
very
me
nice.
to Epic Oyster, which was hands down one of the best meals I've ever had anywhere. This cute little place. We had this New England server that was so cute. It was right after the fires, and she could be like, "We're thinking of you guys. How you doing over there?"
I'm sure she
How you
told you
doing over
all about it.
I was down there once. I was down there in the '80s. I worked for Robert Zemeckis, and I was like, "All right."
Stop.
She's my brother
Death
works.
becomes her.
My brother owned Death becomes her. My brother owned a restaurant in Beverly Hills. I went out there and worked there for a little bit. It was like so sweet.
Of course.
But the food was so good. The ambiance was amazing. This was this old retrofitted restaurant that used to be a diner that has a picture of Bob Dylan in it because Bob Dylan used to go eat there.
Of course.
And so
they would never take down that picture.
No, of course they wouldn't. They never would. They're going to keep that picture up.
Forever
and ever and ever.
It is literally the best meal ever. They have such great oysters, but like the vibe is the best. And summers, there's always a line. And you know what I love, even though it pisses people off, is they take locals before anyone else when they're in line. They'll literally take out a local and pull them to the front. And you know what? I kind of love it.
That's like, what you want.
If you are a local, what is the point of being a local in a place if you don't have perks?
I went to, I was in the Cape. We were at Hyannis because, because I was visiting a brand new Margaritaville there. I had a wonderful time. Go check it out. Used to be the Cape Cotter. The water park is still there.
Great cocktail.
Did you ever go to the water park at the Cape Cotter?
I don't know if I did. We didn't like go to Hyannis a bunch growing up. It was like Bourne, Falmouth, Wellfleet, P-Town.
P-Town.
You didn't go to P-Town, right? Because
No.
it was too far.
There's multiple times I've almost been to P-Town, but I have not been to P-Town.
You also went in the winter.
I also went in the winter. I went in February, and I had to drive back to Boston in a snowstorm, which was crazy.
Very scary.
It was really wild.
Very scary.
It was very scary, but it's such a wonderful place. And you talk to all these people, you meet these people. I have a buddy that he lives in Marlborough over there.
Yep.
And he
it's a good spot.
He's like one of my best buddies. I went to college with him. And he also is a court officer at the Boston courthouse. And he teaches at the grad program at Emerson College.
Are they getting ramped up for Karen Reed?
Maybe. I got to talk to him, Karen Reed.
You got to talk.
If he's there for the trial. But he's always like, hey, we got to fucking... He tells me about what he has to do. He's like, what the fuck are you fucking doing here? Put that thing fucking down. Why are you fucking acting like that? The van's coming right now. Don't fucking make my day harder.
God,
what are you
I
fucking
love
doing?
it. I love it. I'm like,
what the fuck are you talking
they're
about?
so direct. People are like, oh,
Me
Boston
too.
people are so mean. I'm like, why? They just tell you what they're thinking.
Exactly.
LA people are still mean. They just don't tell you what they're thinking.
Yes.
And they go, I
Yes.
would love to have you over. And then you get there and you're like, why do I feel like this is the wrong time for me to be over?
I know. Did you not want me here?
Like, did you not want me here? Well, we've been very stressed out, but we didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
like, well, you hurt them even more.
You'll have the most mild relationship with someone, and then something light will happen, and they'll never talk to you again.
They're like, I'm cutting you off from my boundaries. Whereas Boston people are like, you fucked me. You fucked my family. I don't know how you're going to get back in my good graces, but you can try.
Let's get a fucking sandwich.
Let's get a fucking sandwich and fucking hang out. Because I do miss you.
I miss you. You just fucked me a little bit.
That's what I love. I'm like, stop
best.
calling these people, you know, mean. I'm like, they're
No.
just honest.
No, I know. I wish that there was that honesty out here. I do think sometimes you and I both operate with that type of honesty, and I
We
think it gets
do.
us both in
Oh,
trouble.
yeah.
I think
It
we're
gets us
plagued
both
by it
in
a little
trouble.
bit.
People are like, I've never seen you like that.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I am direct and can be
Yeah.
an asshole sometimes. But the thing is like, I'm always like, it's valid.
Yes. I'm valid and I'm right.
I'm valid.
I
I'm
know.
never going to sugarcoat anything.
No.
I also like, if I'm feeling something about you, my goal is that you don't find it out through someone else.
Yes.
You're going to know directly from me
Immediately.
if I'm upset with you, which I can understand is very scary. It's very scary. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun.
But isn't it so much better?
Yeah.
You know, I hate it when like my mom or someone like your sister's upset with you, or like someone's just like, yeah, they were really mad that you said that thing. That's way worse.
What am I gonna do with that?
And also, I'm never gonna go, hey, can we talk?
Yeah.
It's all about how you approach it.
I will say, and we do need to eat, so we can keep this as a brief
question.
Yeah.
Are we taking this with us?
No, we're not. Well, I'll do a little montage as we walk around, but we'll take a little break.
Cute.
But I forgot what I was gonna ask. Oh, is it hard for you to like just let people be out there kind of disliking you? I've had to be okay with it. I've had to be like, oh, if I've done things honestly, if I could apologize, I would. I haven't. Or if I've done things, I try to do things right by everybody. If it doesn't go right, I have to be okay with the fact that something's out there. But sometimes it's like a horror film. That's a little hard. I Live in Your House. That's a little bit of the reason why I wrote that, which is like this unresolved feeling of like, is somebody out there mad at me, and they are occupying space in my mind.
And they will take over, and they will make you paranoid, and they will make you insane. It's very hard. It's very really hard for me, especially if it's someone that I really care about. If a sister is mad at me, I don't want to get out of bed.
That's really hard. When I have family problems, when I'm like mad, when I'm in like a disagreement with my parents or something like that, that is completely paralyzing.
It's really hard. I will say like, if someone's upset with me at work or a friend, I kind of have to just have to accept, because you also don't want to be on their ass and being like, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Let's resolve this. That I used to do that. I used to be like, let's resolve this so I can feel better. But it's like, people need time to process. Yeah.
It's really hard.
Does this car want to park here?
I don't know. It's
there's a fire truck.
No, that's a dump truck.
Oh, it's a dump truck. Very different things. Let's be real. One saves lives and one also saves lives.
Okay,
so I guess they're the same.
You ever had a fire truck show up to the junkyard? I don't think so. You ever had a dump truck show up to a house on fire?
I don't think so, buddy.
Okay, we got to go get food.
Maybe.
We're going to get some tacos. You know what you're going to get?
No.
Okay, we'll find it out. See you in a bit. Bye. Bye. Wow, what a blast. We just went to Home State. Look at this. Home State, as a Texas boy myself, Home State's a very important place. Okay, this is not ASMR, Amanda. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So use your microphone, first of all.
Cookie.
That was like a mime doing ASMR, because there's no sound on you. Okay, I'm so crooked right now.
You're taking a right.
Taking a right. We had such a wonderful lunch there. Home State is a staple. I want to give a shout out right now. Just a very special thank you. This is a cowboy cookie. Home State is like an LA chain, and it's Austin Tacos. And I want to give a special shout out to the types of restaurants that can fill in any day. I'm talking about the restaurants you don't need to think too much about to eat, okay? Because LA is full of places where every dish is a statement. And Home State can just be a meal, and it's not the whole thing.
You can just be a cowboy and show up, get off your horse, and have a taco. It doesn't need to have truffle cheese or anything on it.
No, and it bothers me sometimes. It's annoying. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
This
Cheers.
Is a delicious. Cheers, cowboy cookie.
I will say, Chuck's Chip Cookies is not my go-to, but theirs,
they're really good.
You're going to go straight.
Okay,
theirs is fire.
These are really good. What's on the docket, Amanda? What's next for the day? You're going back to work. I'm going back to work.
I'm going back to work. We're organizing some SMOSH stuff.
Fun.
We're organizing.
What a podcast. What a blast.
It's such a fun podcast. I love it so much. We're organizing thumbnails, and we're choosing titles, and we're gearing up for prep for the summer.
That's exciting.
we're figuring out guests and what we want to talk about.
Can I ask something that people don't understand? People know that thumbnails are a big deal in the world, but something that people might not understand is the types of conversations people have in thumbnails, like open mouth versus closed mouth.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Are there any details that you want to talk about right now? Thank you.
There you go.
When it comes to thumbnails?
Thumbnails are a big deal, you guys. We spend a lot of time on thumbnails, so it's like more of like reaction and face. And if there's like a picture in between Shane and I, or if there's a guest, if we can fit 3 people, but fitting 3 people with text is a lot. So sometimes it's like we need to fit just 2 and then text.
It's a lot.
Or one time we have fit 4 before. And then it's like, do we want thumbnails or do you just want like a screenshot of the video?
I'm absolutely going the wrong way, by the way.
There you go.
I'm not? Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Great.
Honey,
No, we're going to be okay.
you are.
Because that street was...
fucked up.
No. The street that we were trying to go on was closed. And I don't think it knew it because there were some cops there. Okay? This is where everything turns.
Here's the deal. I have a meeting. It's
We're
fine.
gonna get you.
We're gonna be
there.
fine. I have a meeting the moment I step out of this car.
If everybody
You're gonna
goes
see me and
correctly.
Patrick's very quick goodbye.
Okay, let me check.
You're
this.
taking a left.
Okay, I know what we're doing. Okay.
You know,
okay. We're gonna get there.
It's very easy.
You're not a very late person. I'm not a late person. This
I'm
stresses
never
me out.
late. Here's the deal though. I can easily message them and be like, 1 minute late. 1
minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. I'm trying to see if this will gamble. If I take a gamble, should I take a gamble? No.
No.
I stick to it. I stick to the plan.
No. You never gamble when you're running
Oh my
late.
God. The big thing, Waze was a big thing in LA. I don't do Waze anymore because Waze sends you into the lion's den. It's
But
a nightmare.
Here's the deal with Waze. It's the only thing that worked when I went to Ireland.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to re-download Waze and be like, Waze, what is your deal?
Yeah, Waze is weird, man.
Like, what?
Waze is into some kinky stuff.
They're into some kink.
Waze is a bunch of perverts, and you guys have heard me
And
say
that's what we're saying.
I wanted to ask you a question while we're kind of hanging out and nervous that you're going to be late, which I'm fine
Look,
with.
I'm
We're gonna be
doing
good.
the 2 minutes
Okay.
behind.
And we'll hide this video. I am going to take a risk because I actually know this street very well. And, and what's going on is
Fine.
we're being bottlenecked by this truck and this freaking bus. Shout out to city buses.
Fine, go.
I'm
Take
going
a
this
risk.
way. I'm taking a risk because we're never getting past this intersection.
So
We're going to take the
Patty
gamble.
Cakes is taking a risk, you guys. This is the podcast called 100 Hugs.
This is called 100 Hugs. And what is a hug you give someone who is late?
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so good. A hug that you give someone who's late?
Did we get some time back or no? No.
No. So
But it didn't change
wants
anything.
you to go straight.
Okay, we're going to go straight.
It doesn't. No. And you know what? That's fine.
Okay.
Doesn't matter because I sent the text.
Here's my question to you as we kind of like test our fates.
Back roads.
When it comes to like you having a child, what
Yeah.
do you expect? What is your thought about having your child on the internet? Have you had some philosophies about it? Like it's you know, I have friends that live out in LA and they don't have their kids on the internet anyway. A lot of friends, I had a friend that didn't even tell anyone that they were pregnant. My friend Nikki, and she just kind of revealed like 6 months late that she had a 6-month-old.
Honestly, I kind of love that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Why not? It's not your business. It's your
I
baby.
kind of love it. I will say that's
go this way.
very hard for me at SMOSH because we literally tried to cover it up so many times and now it's not. You cannot cover it
Yeah, absolutely.
on camera. And also, like, I was very excited to share it with fans because my fans have been so loving and so supportive. And to be honest, I didn't have any fear of sharing it with fans because they've already been really great with my boundaries and they've been really great with my privacy. So I felt good about sharing it.
I do got to shout out Smosh fans for that too. I've had some very respectful people talk to me, and you guys are in general really cool. And I think you guys also know that the weird ones ruin your opportunities.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
So I feel like pretty good regulating. They're good self-regulators of their own community, which I really respect.
I agree. They are on it. I think one person like kind of guessed that I was pregnant, and this was before I announced it, and they were on that person. They were like, "How dare you?" She could have eaten a burrito. Who knows?
That is not right.
And I agree. I'm like, you shouldn't really assume that someone's pregnant unless they say it, because you never know.
It was somebody on Reddit with her hand. It was like the maximum doula. Like it was like some Topanga woman that was like knows women's bodies. Like
yeah,
the back
exactly.
Of her hand.
She wasn't even a fan. No, I'm kidding. But like, no, I feel this is perfect.
And guess what? We got a minute back because of what I did.
Look at you.
We bought a minute.
We bought a minute.
Okay, we are back at 1:58.
We bought a minute.
We bought a minute. We bought
a Zoom.
We bought a minute with Matt Damon.
We bought a minute with Matt. Here, the rest of the cookies
oh
yours because you bought us a minute.
Because I bought a minute. Oh.
As far as putting my, so I know that H and I are very private people about our personal life. Mm-hmm. I do not think the internet will be seeing my baby's face for a very long time.
Right.
Just because I also want to protect my baby too. Like,
yeah,
the internet is forever.
You know, it is such an interesting thing, and I fully agree with people that are like, "Hey, this child has not consented to being on the internet." Because
I'm
people's
with you.
baby, you're starting from day one on the internet.
On the internet, like
you should get to choose your own image.
Exactly. Like I chose to be on SMOSH. I chose to have my face out there. I chose that really bad thumbnail of me being like, "Huh?" So it's like I also like. As much as people, you know, want to be respectful, like it's my my choice, my baby's choice, my family's choice, my husband and I's choice. And I'm kind of like, right now, I will not be putting my baby on the internet. We will not be family vloggers.
Okay.
At all.
Which is, I think, maybe illegal in California now.
Yeah. No.
Or there's some rules on it now. Yeah, there's rules. You can't. And family vloggers are leaving LA. Because
where are they going?
They're going to places with more lax family vlogging laws. What a weird world we're in.
I didn't know that was illegal.
Yeah, it's happening. I don't know what the legislation is specifically, but
I mean,
it's very interesting.
I personally don't have the energy for that.
No, it's too much.
Do you know what I do want to do though?
What?
Is I want to get like an old school video camera and do old school home videos.
So I just bought one on my episode with Bridger and John Milstein. We went to a yard sale and I bought an RCA video camera that records on VHS tape.
Shut the fuck up.
You can use it whenever you want, but I'll show it to you. Okay.
Oh my God, show it to me because I grew up.
I might have to give it to you.
I grew up with home videos.
Yeah, me
obviously,
too.
You too.
Me too, yeah.
And I grew up, I basically took over the family home videos so I could force my sister to make commercials with me.
I've had chocolate on my hand for minutes.
That's awful. And I'm so glad I'm getting out.
That's so cool.
Because that's what I want to do. I want home videos that are just for us.
Yeah.
And Amazon like sells them.
Yeah.
Take a right.
You have to do it. Okay, Amanda, I'm about to let you go. And you're about to run away.
You guys, I'm about to not be late for my meeting. Well, I am going to be late.
We just got you another minute back, 1:57.
Look at that. If I had more of my cookie, I would give it to you, but I don't.
I'm just saying I could have more cookie.
I'm just saying you could have. No, you're going to go straight. No.
Big dip here. I'm not turning.
Oh, wow. Thank you for warning me.
Of course.
You know those fuckers that just drive through big dips?
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you're not one of them.
I love those fuckers, though. It's the funniest thing in the world to me when someone goes, "Bong gong,"
and then they go, "Oh, sorry."
Sparks on the bottom of the car.
Oh, sorry.
Gong, gong, gong. Am I going straight?
Left.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going
guys.
to say sayonara now.
All right. We love you very much. Amanda, you're the best.
Thank you.
We gotta make something again soon. We didn't talk about this, but we have short ideas coming.
Guys, we're gonna make a short film very soon.
You're an angel. I love you so much.
I love you
too. Have a good meeting.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Go have a day. See ya.
Bye.